This is the new BirdDog PF120, which is essentially a box camera version of their popular P100 PTZ. It has the same half-inch back illuminated Sony sensor so that you can expect similar picture quality to the P100, but this time has a 20 times optical zoom, which is a nice upgrade over the 10 times zoom on the P100. The big change though is of course the design. This is a box camera. No PTZ functionality obviously, just zoom. It's a long rectangle shape, 160mm long, 50 wide and 70 tall. So a nice compact shape that's going to be very easy to mount pretty much anywhere you need it to go. It has both a 1/4 inch and a 3/8 thread in the bottom, but no mounting points along the top or the sides or anything like that. And the overall build quality feels very good. It's a really strong chassis that feels very sturdy and reliable. On the back are the ports. There's an Ethernet port right in the middle for your NDI signal. That's the full version of NDI, just like all other BirdDog products, not the more compressed NDI-HX, which you'll find on most other brands' products. And this is where you'll get your PoE power as well. And it uses just the regular PoE. No need for PoE Plus, which makes things quite a bit easier if you're trying to power these from a switch or anything like that. But NDI certainly isn't your only way of getting a signal out of this camera. There's an HDMI port, but no SDI port, unfortunately. I would have really liked to have seen SDI. But this HDMI port is live at the same time as the NDI output, which is nice. So you can be feeding your main signal back with NDI, but have a small confidence monitor connected over HDMI if you want to. There's also a USB port, which will not only let you control the camera if you want to do it that way, but also let the camera act as a webcam to connect directly to Zoom, Teams, Skype, or whatever else you need. There's also an RS-232 port to connect to more traditional controllers, a locking 12-volt DC pole jack for mains power, and some 3.5mm audio in and out ports. And on the front, a huge tally light which will automatically register with NDI switches with no extra configuration, which makes things very easy indeed. But we've had pretty much all of this in BirdDog's other cameras. None of this is that new really to the PF120. But what makes this camera different from their other offerings is that it's a box camera. I mean, having access to a box camera in the BirdDog lineup seems like a small step. But actually, it is a really big deal. BirdDog have swiftly become one of our main brands for PTZ cameras, mainly because of their simplicity and their NDI integration. But we rarely sell them as individual cameras. These cameras are nearly always used in multi-camera environments, and PTZs are of course perfect for that. But there's some camera positions where a whole PTZ mechanism is just simply not needed. And a fixed camera is going to be just what you need to get the job done. I mean, there's less scope for error, of course, with a fixed camera, but also, well, PTZ cameras move, of course. When they turn on, they self-calibrate by panning around. And of course, you can use camera preset positions to just quickly make sure that wide camera at the back of the hall is set to the right place, for example. But with a fixed camera, you're never going to need to worry about that. You'll always know that your position is exactly where you left it, and you can just focus on the other cameras which will actually move around during your production. Technically, a PTZ camera is of course a better, more powerful, more flexible option, but I can really see people opting to have a few of these in their multi-camera setups just for the simplicity and the peace of mind that a simple fixed camera can bring. And now, of course, you can get that within the BirdDog family of products, so they all match, and you can use the same software and hardware to control and color match the cameras. Now, if you're interested in the new PF120 and want to buy one or have any questions at all, then of course just head over to proav.co.uk or get in touch with our sales team directly. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.